Hi guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate for whomever this is meant for. Let's get into it here. So do take the time to check out my book. That is down in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section below. Interesting. Clarify that. I feel this is a friend that you have not talked to in quite some time that passed away. I feel that it is a male energy that passed. I feel that it was very shocking. I feel that it could be because they were super young. I feel it's 36. I literally heard 36. It was just a shock to the system to know that they passed away. I feel that you were friends with their mother or, somebody, a mutual friend, okay? And I feel like they found a way to contact you to let you know. But yeah, I feel like they were, this could not be how it could be. I just feel like they were at that time of their life that they were settled, okay? Meaning that they had a successful job. They had my dad always used to say, you get your act together, but yeah, that was usually about algebra class. But yeah, basically everything was just basically settled in their life here. But yeah, I feel like condolences obviously were said by you to this mutual person here. Clarify that. Yeah, definitely sudden, okay? I feel like there's a little bit of investigation. Now, when I say investigation, I don't mean like a big, just finding I probably can't say this A word, ought, okay? But yeah, it starts with alt. But yeah, I feel like there was some work to be found out how they passed, okay? So there's certain words I cannot say because of rules here. Clarify that. I don't feel that they felt the greatest right before they passed. But I kind of feel like they kind of just played it off. Prime example, I have bad sinuses, so every night I take a Zyrtec, but I still wake up and I still have bad sinuses. So it's kind of like, well, I just kind of brush it off and take my Zyrtec, Shout out to Zyrtec. But yeah, normally it does help with it, but yeah, lately it's just so much pollen right now. But anyway, so moving on, but I feel like you talk to him, and he does hear you. Even if you talk to him telepathically, meaning in your mind, he still hears you. He doesn't want you to ever forget him, and I also feel that you will not ever forget this gentleman here. He definitely hears your thoughts here, so definitely communicate to him here. I feel like there was a tough time where you two were really good friends. You were his rock at times. He could have went through a bad moment in his life, like a bad divorce, a messy divorce, what have you. But I feel like you were there for him. He wants to thank you, definitely. He still watches over you here. He still thinks, I literally heard, you're a fireball for sure. He loves your spunk. He misses you because there was obviously some kind of gap with time with not talking. Not on bad terms or anything. He wants you to know how much he appreciates and loves you here. He's going to watch you like a hawk, making sure that you're safe. And I feel like intuitively you know that he will always be around. I feel like he knows that you kind of left with, or you feel right now, or when it first happened, is passing here, that there was a little bit of guilt that you should have, would have, could have, talked beforehand, because it was such a shock. But just know that he knows. He obviously, I don't feel like you blame yourself to the fullest extreme, but there's a little bit of guilt in regards to I should have, contacted him prior to his passing, but nobody knows, this was definite sudden, but yeah, just a lot of shock. I feel that he's definitely happy here. There's some kind of relevance to I feel like he could have been an Aries, especially with that Emperor energy. It does represent the sign of Aries, but I just feel like he's not like a control freak or anything, but he was just very to the point. When he had a mission here on Earth, he always followed through. He had that initiative. Aries, in general, from what I've heard, and know here, they love to be their own boss. So he's still that boss material on the other side, meaning he still gets things done, He still owns the throne, okay? But not in a bad way. He's just like, if somebody would tell, yeah, they're showing me my son. My son was a wrestler. He would, he's like 20, I lost track, 27 now. But yeah, as they get older, I forget these things. I get older too. But yeah, and my dad would like, my son would lift weights, right? So every time that my dad, he lived in the Poconos, more north of me, and they had like stone driveways, and stone streets, but yeah, nothing was paved, in other words. So pretty much every other year or year and a half, my dad would order these rocks, these stones for his driveway to kind of rebuild it. I don't know. But yeah, so he would always call me right before his load of stones and say, "Can I borrow the boy?" And my son was like all there. He never even paid, like he didn't pay him, he didn't bribe him, he just did it, And he loved the hard work, and it was good for him. This is a type of energy, the personality of him, just a go-getter kind of energy kind of guy here. But I feel like he looks forward to the afterlife, I don't feel that he's stressed out about it. He's just going with the flow here, But yeah, I feel like there's definite victory. I feel like he, I don't know if he's always wanted to tour the world. I literally heard that, but I feel like this is his time to, or had plans, I should say, in the future to tour, go on the road, travel, big time. Now it's his time, even though it's on the other side, he still gets to experience life. He still gets to experience only spiritually, And I feel like he explores. I do feel that there's some kind of money now. You could be getting this partial inheritance here. It's not the whole lot of it, but I also heard mother, and I was pulling cards thinking, okay, show me the Empress, because the Empress is a mother figure, but it could be anyone. But I do feel it's a female energy here, so you could be doing it. But I literally heard mother, so it could be kind of split, okay, or what have you. But yeah, there's some kind of money involvement here, receiving. Again, works like a horse. I feel like I started smiling when I heard it. I literally heard, "I miss work." Now that's dedication. That's a hard worker here. But yeah. you know, he misses his family, his friends here, but he's on a new trail. He knows this. He's in a better place, you know, the whole 9 yards. But he's always going to keep himself busy. He was one of those busybodies, but real hard worker, you know, like shoveling stones, you know, pushing a wheelbarrow, you know, like strength, you know. I don't know if he was built, but he sure worked a lot in regards to physical labor. So, but that is what I have for whomever this is meant for. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it as always, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.